Episode commencing in 3, 2, 1. Episode initiated.
Auto crits wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the cosmic deceptions on this week's robot/vehicle mayhem of the Critformers. This is your GM, Patrick, your planet-sized ball of destruction here, welcoming you back to another episode. And joining me in robot action on the podcast this week are 5 friends with whom a great deal more meets their eyes. Why, they are actually my 5 players in disguise. To my far left, everyone's favorite yellow VW Beetle. It's Jipper jabbering away his Shamfram.
I always forget that I'm first. I always forget.
Yeah, right up top.
Say a little prayer for me.
Across the digital table from me, a screaming jet overhead looking to usurp the ruler. It's Miles, making believe as redacted.
Good evening.
Oh man, how did Miles get to be Starscream? That's so dope.
To my right, the band's faithful leader, Beep Beep. It's a truck. Why, it's Tyler talking to Spray Deer.
Hello there.
To my immediate left, a boombox with 2 little baby robots inside them. We have Drew dying to play Zilixville.
I can name all of them.
And across from him, once you think you got this series all figured out, she goes and turns into a big old dinosaur. It's none other than Rebecca rolling with Asher and Sky.
Hello.
They were also animals.
Dude, for real, why were there dinosaurs in that series?
Because they wanted to blend in with the dinosaurs. So you just see like a pod of tyrannosaurs walking by and you're like, why is that one purple?
Dude, Beast Wars, I was obsessed with Beast Wars. It was unhealthy.
Beast Wars. You mean the toys or the show?
Yes. Check mark.
Yes.
I mean, I literally, hold on.
I had the Wasp one. I had like the Wasp character, but I'd never watched the show. I didn't know anything about the show. I just was like a transformer that turns into B. That's the best.
That's Waspinator was that name.
That was
that's the crab one. What was the crab one called?
Crabulon.
Because I had both of the spiders, Tarantulas and Black Arachnia. All of these toys that I'm talking about are literally in the room over there. I'm holding a different transformer that turns into a Mazda RX-8 that Rebecca got me when we were in college.
I have bad news. You have too many Transformers.
I don't.
I have the Ghostbusters Transformers, and I'm a big Soundwave guy.
Who are you gonna call? Yeah, I bought a Soundwave, a miniature.
There's a new one out that I need to get. That or Blaster, the Autobot, who's like a big boombox.
Heavens.
Hey, I have a massive plastic tub full of those.
Rebecca, we're surrounded.
Nerds on all sides.
It's good stuff.
Are you guys ready to get back into this week's episode? Back in the book?
No.
I guess.
Not at all.
I really want to keep talking about Transformers.
Yeah, this is a top nerdy to me episode.
You've missed your chance. It's gone by in a flash. We've transformed into last week on Cosmic Crit. Throw this in the chat for you guys to read along with the class. Last week, you all managed to find the dead body of one Kills Gabe in the murky quicksand around the northeast observation post. Taking her for the saboteur, I wrote sabotager, but that's not the
this one says sabotager. I already know that this is not a correct.
I'm sorry, sabotager is the incorrect thing. They were a saboteur.
That's one.
Already said.
Don't care.
Not
Don't care.
This is a sabotager.
In fact, if you say that, I'm going to take one away from you.
Uh-oh.
What if we refer to it as sabotage?
Taking her
Listen, all y'all, it's a sabotage.
I mean, once again, I'm the arbiter of what is canon in Cosmic Crits Starfinder universe.
And now the word is sabotager.
Taking her for the sabotager, you continued on your way south past one of the cavern entrances to the pack of the yellow stag bears. These majestic creatures allowed for Redacted's practiced perfect probing, but a landslide startled the herd into a stampede in the direction of another observation post. Racing the herd, you will manage to divert some of the beasts before they manage to damage any of the equipment at the raised platform. And investigating, you found a device that pumped out a high-pitched noise to disturb the herd. What's wrong with that outside of grammar?
I have one.
Go ahead.
Is it the spelling of redacted?
It's Kel's Dabe. Kel's Dabe with a D.
That's one. You got one.
I was gonna say. I don't remember it kills.
Oh, by the way, you have to get 3 now to get the hero point. So yeah, put on your thinking caps. There's at least 4 things wrong.
I thought the equipment did get damaged.
Yeah, most of it was. You are correct.
Okay.
Miles got one. Boo! We got one more.
This is a podcast special.
What? Yeah, I can't make them hard enough that it's like ever a challenge. So now you have to get 3. What's the third
I know
one?
the other one, or I know another one.
Wait, you already said Kel's Dabe.
We just need one more.
Just need
Drew,
one
you
more.
got one?
Miles is like, come on, guys.
I had
not paying attention.
I had the Kel's Dabe one because it was like, oh, it was Kel's D because it was Deirdrick and da-da-da-da.
Rebecca's should always hold herself back as like an anchor for the team.
I sniped the easy
Patrick,
one from her last week. So
What's up, Tyler?
Can I go with? Actually, it was not a landslide that startled the herd into a stampede. It was an earthquake.
That is correct.
Got it.
Also, were you doing yellow stag bears instead of golden stag bears, or am I just being picky about what color?
They were golden. They were not yellow.
Okay. I was wondering if that was just me being picky about a color.
That was the one I was thinking of. I was like, they were not yellow, they were golden.
Yeah.
Our last recording was on my birthday, and so I was not entirely here for that recording.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
It was funny, listeners. Jabert just set up his camera and computer right where his birthday party was happening. So we're looking down his camera, and it's just a bunch of people dancing, hanging out to music. There was cake and lights.
The camera was just a down luge view of like an ice luge that I ordered.
Yeah.
Who was the friend of yours that is so good at limbo, though? That dude was good.
Ooh, the name is Hermes Conrad. That's the name.
Yeah, and then shortly before the end of the episode, Jabert hit a hard twerk, and he was pretty much out for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, we had to end it after that. That was the end of the party.
I had to cut that out of the episode when you didn't mute your mic, and you're like, "Everyone, get the prunk out of my house!
I said,
my birthday's over.
It's broken. I said it's broke. It's broke.
I broke my foot, everyone. Happy birthday to me."
Luckily, we found a chiropractor in the area that specializes in torque adjustments. And,
right. That was very fortunate. That was very fortunate that I had one at the party. But
so yes, listeners, now you know that we can do the improv yes and thing too.
Oh, and we're very good at it.
No, we can't, Drew.
No, we're not.
And no, we aren't.
We're not good at it.
No, and we cannot.
Are we
yes and?
Or instead of yes and, no, but.
I honestly, I mean, as good as regular improv is, I think if you challenge yourself to contradict everything your scene-mate said, it would be much funnier. Anyway, yeah, so that's what you guys did. Indeed, it's where we left off. You've saved a lot of the stag bears from themselves and from completely destroying the outpost, but it does look like it's going to be needing some repairs with some resource units from the colony before it can be made wholly operational again, or safe to be used. But yeah, it seems like the second bit of sabotagery that you've come across in as many days. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to report this back to Isran Shire? Do you want to continue ranging out in the I guess far reaches, the expanses of the corners of your colonies? I mean, what's the plan this week?
Redacted would certainly love more opportunities to do some probing.
On whom / what?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Does it move and breathe?
Right. I mean, the Redacted, he'll probe. Redacted will probe whatever.
We missed a really good opportunity to make you a not a mechanic, a biohacker with just like a giant stabbing weapon.
Oh no!
With the probes.
Hear this bingo stabbing again.
You heard it did it for the gram. Redacted did it for the probes.
True.
I believe we discussed making a quick return to Veridian so that we could submit the samples to Veach.
Oh, yeah. You got all these golden hair and fecal matter samples and I guess blood too, or maybe some swabs. It's got to be blood, right? That seems like Veach would want every fluid possible. So,
oh boy. And then I believe we were talking about maybe buying some equipment and heading towards the cave entrance and start checking out the underground situation.
Okay. Well, yeah, there's the cave entrance that you've already explored. The earthquake here in this hex has also seemingly opened up some underground access as
that's the one.
A giant fissure. But yeah, there's also the cave entrance that Elena's Zorian discovered that is on your map.
Yeah, that one has spooky runes next to it. I don't want anything.
It's also much closer to the radiation facility place.
Yeah.
So
maybe that's a good thing.
It could be. It could be the best thing. We don't know. And we're too chicken to find out.
Right. So if you are heading back to the northwest from the Stag Bear herd, this is another hex that you've not explored yet. And I think technically I'm supposed to roll a random encounter chance. I don't know if these are going to be fairly trivial, some of these, if you're just motoring through these locations, but I mean, maybe it's something you would want to check out. Does anybody want to roll a D100 for me?
Sure.
It's like, oh, that looks pretty cool. I think I want to go check out that thing, or maybe whatever this encounter
15.
Is. 15, I think is a random encounter. I think you've done it, Miles. Yes. Why don't you roll me a D8?
All right. 3.
We'll see if this is of any interest to your team. Probably not.
Oh.
I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to deal with this. I think you're driving through a small rocky outcropping that you've not been in this hex before, so you've not seen it. And as you're driving through, 3 of the rocks in this outcropping kind of stand up on their own, like little rocks piling on top of themselves, and maybe punch a hole in the side of your vehicle as you like pass by. It's up to you if you want to encounter these guys. There's some earth elementals.
We've discovered them.
They seem to live amongst the rocks.
How close are these earth elementals to our encampments?
Not very close at all. There's a river there's like 2 hexes between you and Veridian.
I mean,
is there any reason to stop? I mean, why not just let them live here? Do they seem peaceful, or are they causing havoc?
I mean, they punch Redacted's vehicle. If you want to teach them a lesson, you can, but...
Oh, Redacted 100% does.
You can run them over? Get them!
There are probes with your name on it.
Perhaps we could strike an accord. Does anybody speak Terran? We're level 3, so I assume no.
That's the first language everyone picked, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Redacted would have because, Earth.
Well, you got to kind of write that down on your character sheet.
I know. I don't write anything down. I haven't written down a language in like 3.
I suppose I would take that. No.
You always pick like intelligence-based characters that have lots of languages.
I know. I never picked them.
I know. You're just like, whatever. I know like some of them. It's like, I know the good ones.
I think it was like last time like Drew also knew all the languages that I knew, so I just never cared.
Knack had abilities that I learned double the languages that you learned whenever you took a point.
No, it wasn't Knack. I want to say it was Sprouts. That was
well, Sprouts. Echo 7 didn't know any languages, but Knack
maybe it was Knack.
Knack, I was running out of languages from the rule book to learn.
Right, yeah. I think Knack was looking like having to go back to like Pathfinder First Edition to like find languages.
Let's just imagine the redacted speaks Terran.
I mean, let's be real though. Like, surely our comm units have like Google Translate
some
on
sort
them
of
or something.
a translating.
Are you going to go up to an Earth elemental and show them your cell phone? I'm going to destroy your world. Believe it or not, this thing is going to just smash your comm unit into like a million pieces.
Well, maybe we can communicate through some non-specific verbal.
You know what communicates very well? Violence.
Yeah.
We
So you guys,
try
do you-
diplomacy first.
Do you want to stop and try and intervene with these?
If I stop, do they immediately punch me like right in the gooch, or like, or if they do, I suggest we keep driving.
Well, I mean, no, like Redacted would be really pissed about his paint job. So
Sure.
about Redacted's paint job. So like Redacted stopping the vehicle.
Technically, it's under the vehicle, so it's not really your paint job. But like, yeah,
Oh, was it?
It's like on the side.
Yeah, I thought he said
they're scraping the side. No,
I thought he said that they punched a hole in the door or something.
I mean, they can punch pretty hard, and I think it passed your hardness, so they did some damage. Yeah,
I tried to save you.
Yeah, Redacted's pissed.
Guys.
Are you guys getting out of the vehicle and coming
I'm getting
back?
out of the vehicle. Oh yeah. Swords
Redacted's
out.
not getting out of the vehicle, but
Sticks out.
You
All right,
you,
that's fine.
you hear knuckles cracking as they.
Yeah, sticks out, tricks out, baby.
you hear Redacted revving the engine.
This may look like water elementals, but these are indeed small earth elementals. Little teeny earth elementals. As you go back to them, they like clap their rock hands together and like waddle over to you guys. Does someone want to try some kind of diplomacy? Is that a plan?
That's what I would try. I would say I would try to step in front of the others and say like, they halt ye, we have no quarrel. And I will indeed like lay blade sort of like down, like not taking my hand off of it, but like putting it down on the ground, maybe in the hope of signaling that my blade is lowered in a way that they can sense it.
Does Asher see any pretty rocks on the ground anywhere, perchance?
Make me a perception check. See if there's any gemstones just kind of chilling to the top side.
Any righteous ones?
Shiny mica or something. I don't know.
You find like
13.
an agate. Like you'd have to like cut this thing open.
You find lots of mica, but it all sucks.
Okay.
Boar, Mike.
Can I offer it to them?
Yeah. What kind of skills do you want to make here? Do you want to try a diplomacy?
I have diplomacy.
Okay. These are your small elementals.
It's a 23 on diplomacy check.
That's pretty good. I think I'll give you a little bit of a bonus for the rock. If you approach them with said rock, they don't destroy your phone like they would have if you tried to show them a piece of technology. Maybe one of them picks up another rock and like just kind of like incorporates it into their body. It starts like it's like glued to their chest now, and says something along the lines of that's Terran.
Asher nods and smiles.
Oh boy, I cast comprehend languages.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, she done that before they spoke.
I was giving you a chance. I was giving people a chance.
Tyler's like, I wanted to see these guys, my friends and fellow players, squirm like fish on the
Making
hook
fools of
as long
ourselves
as
over
possible.
here.
Rebecca's over here picking up rocks, Tyler.
Listen,
We only have a limited time.
Listen,
each week's episode, and you're just sitting on the spell that solves.
I'm trying to develop leaders and
No, it just sounds like you forgot that you had
citizens.
this, is what it sounds like.
I can't just waltz in with comprehend languages just at the first sign of trouble.
You can and you should.
So you cast the spell, and they all kind of look perplexed and maybe repeat the same thing that they just said. And you hear translated in your mind. To now you eat the rock, or you're not cool with us.
I telepathically let Asher know that she needs to eat the rock and pretend that it's yummy. Make a big deal about
Jamfram stands next to her and looks.
Oh, and Jamfram, you should do it too.
Oh no! Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Hold on. Can I attempt? This is a bad idea, but can
Fortitude
I attempt
save.
a sleight? I'm not trained, but sleight of hand to like
pretend
do
to
a
eat
magic
it?
trick and pretend.
Just eat the rock.
Oh, this rock is so yummy.
Num 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 num
Numbers, num num, so good. You guys have such good palates.
Such good rock.
Oh, it's so minerally. Yes, you can try a sleight of. How is this unopposed? What is the DC for sleight of hand?
I mean,
Like I say, I'm not trained, so I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. But
yeah, sleight of hand isn't a trained only skill.
My guess is that it would then default to a dex check.
Oh wait, never mind.
It's opposed by the perception of anyone observing you to harm an object or hide an object.
But it says it's trained only, so
It is trained only. Never mind, I was wrong.
I'm just gonna make a fort save to try to.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's a fort save if you want to eat a rock. Yours is a lot easier.
Would it not be maybe a strength check for the strength of your jaw?
No, you're not chewing it.
You're just
Drew.
swallowing it whole, Drew.
Oh,
that's a
man.
natural 20 on my fort save. Rocks are delicious.
Asher and Sky also picked up like a meaty rock, like a miniature Coke can size rock, and just like, whoa.
I start choking and I fall down.
I think this might give you the sickened condition for a while. It's just kind of sitting there like a stone in your stomach, you know. And
Very much like a stone in my stomach.
there might be problems
In
down the
fact,
line.
Almost exactly like
a stone. in my
Miles,
stomach.
Miles, I can't help but notice Redacted has rolled a fort save. Do you want to get out of the vehicle and pick up a rock and eat it?
I mean, I feel like Redacted wouldn't want to get out of the vehicle, but would probably like open the car door, take a rock, and then pop one in Redacted's mouth.
Are you doing this
for
from
giggles? Just for giggles.
Yeah, be like
This is what he always does. You know?
Redacted just wants to feel included.
Yeah, well, you pick up a small stone and you're easily able to swallow it. I don't know what the heck Jamfram's problem was.
And as Redacted does that, like lowers the aviator shade, staring at the elemental, gives a little wink.
They will move up to Jamfram and kind of pat him on the torso, just like good rock man. And they're gonna saunter off without killing anyone.
Oh,
Wait, we don't get to fight him?
Well, it's still up to you. I mean, they've got their back turns now, so this would be like
Whoa! Surprise attack.
optimal time if you want.
Like having earth elemental friends is a good thing.
yeah. If this is the area where the earth elementals live, then we'll come back when we can speak earth elemental.
If
Literally,
anything
no one
is
said
going to
your
be
friends.
resistant to radiation, I would assume it would be an earth elemental.
Hey, there we go. Everyone climb aboard my body.
Okay, you guys want to continue on?
Sure.
Beep, beep.
Sure.
How random was that encounter? I definitely didn't have that prepared at all, which is kind of fun.
Really?
Well, I mean, it's a random encounter, so I didn't think I would have to force you guys to eat rocks in this week's episode, but we got there. This area, this hex of the woods, this is like the southeastern corner of the Great Forest where Veridian is located. So you've not explored. I don't think you've traveled through here. It is at first very lightly, sparsely forested with tons of hardwood trees next to open meadows and small streams branching off of this huge river. There's all kinds of animals and wild game, birds leaping and flying through the air as your vehicle is tearing up the turf. The grassy regions here, you're pretty sure would make for very good farming or maybe hunting lodges in the future if you wanted to develop this hex. And the access to water would mean it would be pretty good for any of those purposes. As you guys are looking through, maybe you notice some interesting behavior of some of the creatures here. Why don't you give me a survival or a life science check? Ooh, I think we've got a good one from Zilix. Yeah, I think a few folks can see what looks like a woodpecker, like woody woodpecker like bird, drilling holes into the woods of these large trees, and what looks like just tons of sap pouring out of these timbers. And there's all kinds of flora and fauna that seems to be popping up around these holes, creatures going up and grabbing huge gobs of the sap and other mushrooms and things like sprouting out of it. Do you guys want to examine one of these trees?
Yes, please.
Yes, can we take a sample of the sap?
Yeah.
Whoa, don't jump ahead to samples.
Do you want to?
I love sap samples.
Do you want to taste the wares?
Are you asking us if we want to just blindly eat the sap?
You want to suck that tree, Tyler? Put your lips right up to the hole and just.
No.
I mean, I know
Praetor-
I just ate a rock, but that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, no one forced you to eat that rock.
It's the earth elementals implied that it was safe to eat the rock. So but I don't know about all the sap.
Yeah, nobody has vouched for the sap. So
Well, it was safe for them, Jabert. They're made of rock.
Well, but
Is this a tree elemental that will now talk to us about eating sap?
Tree's like, what are you doing back there? I need an adult.
Don't eat my sap. It's my sap.
Oh, you guys eat that? Gross.
Can I smell the sap? I don't want to taste it, but can I smell it?
Sweet.
Sweet.
Very sweet.
I guess that makes sense.
Mapley.
Yeah, I still want to gather a sample and take it back to our, what are they called? Not herbologists. The people that
Botanists?
like the plants. Yeah, the botanists back at Veridian.
Sounds good.
Right. As you guys are bottling up some of these samples, not too far away, you hear what sounds like shouts, screams for help. Help! Help!
Sense motive.
that sounds like a sound of a scream for help.
It sounds exactly like what I had in my mind.
16.
Sense motive, it does indeed seem like someone or something is having a bad time, is scared for their life.
It's an honest bad time. All right,
Let us go to their aid.
let's go help them. First thing we should do is throw a bottle of this sap right on them, and then we can observe what happens to them.
Sounds like a good plan.
To help with our understanding of this.
Oh no, they
organic
leveled
For
up.
substance.
science.
What do we do?
Oh, could you imagine if Patrick was like, they level up? It's just like, oh, don't mind me. I'm just going to bathe in this for the next few days.
Right. So as you guys get out and over there, you see what looks like a small pack of flying creatures hovering around a medium-sized humanoid. As you get closer, you can jump out of the vehicle. This is what you see, the scene here. Show you on the other side of this tree. What looks like an elven woman fighting off these little flying creatures. And prepare yourself because, my gosh,
Oh, they're too cute. Oh no.
Oh, no.
it is.
Oh, no.
I don't know
What is
why.
happening?
I don't know why they would.
Why did they do it?
I don't know why it would make the most adorable creature something that is trying to murder you. It is so cute. These are little.
They're like flying beagles. They're
Yeah.
No, they're more like greyhounds. They have like,
Oh.
All I
They-
know is they can kill whatever they want. They're fine.
yeah.
They are flip.
They've made the right decision, is what they've
Yeah,
done.
it's that person's choice to lie down and become dinner. That's
I got
it.
I got bad news, but those feathers can be useful, and that fur can make rugs.
No. All right, I'll follow you. I'll follow you to the ends of the earth, Captain.
Honestly, I'd
right.
like to make a coat out of these things.
As you get out of the vehicle, you see them swooping down and biting a hand, a shoulder, and she kind of spins around and falls to the ground unconscious.
Oh no!
I didn't take long.
Well, we're not all third level.
Must be one of those. Must be one of those soccer players who's playing against the Atlanta soccer team.
Chipper, why would you do this to us?
them floppers. You hear some of
Yeah,
that?
the anti-Atlanta floppers is what they're
The
called.
art of the flop.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Flithounds in the chat, and I'm going to roll initiative for them. But first up, I'm sure I'm not beating Jamfram the mighty. I guess I should roll this. I'm not beating Jam from the mighty. 21. Bert, what did you roll? 19?
Yeah.
Gosh. You are up first. These things drop this woman, and they seem to notice you. Yeah, you're about 40, 45 feet away from them, and they're just about hovering 5 feet in the air. So
so I'm gonna.
And yeah, you've given a good description of these. They look like little greyhounds with just the back legs and wings.
Well, I feel bad because I'm gonna charge them because they're attacking somebody who, I don't know, is a human or is a person.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's an elven woman.
I guess you could do non-lethal to start.
I mean, technically, an elf. Or a dog is also a person. So, maybe I should just hear him out. But
oh no, dog is an animal. This is awkward.
Oh no, that's weird because elf is also an animal. So
no, elf is humanoid.
Oh, but in the same way that a dog is a humanoid. So
they're not though.
Anyway, I'm gonna hit the dog.
I think very specifically they are small animals. Technically, these are airborne variant small predators. Love them.
18 to hit.
KAC, I gotta imagine that's a hit. And because I imagined it, it is true.
Hooray!
Hits.
19 points of bludgeoning damage.
No, not that much. No. You mean 9?
Oh, sorry. Said the wrong number. Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like,
to hit nine. So damage.
I was like, this is gonna be.
I was like, why is Patrick saying that? That's weird.
Gonna be,
it's weird that he's saying that.
Short combat. I was like, I don't know what happened to level 3, but you guys, this is our first fight as level 3 folk. So
it is, yeah.
Right. So they go next. I rolled an 18 on the initiative. So Flithounds gonna flit. You know how they do. Jabert. They're just going to move up.
Hey, Patrick, big secret.
Yeah.
I'm not in love with Jamfram.
Jamfram's ready to go. Good times. Well, I saw kind of hit you. Oh, they have a perfect fly speed of 40, so they don't need to provoke any attacks of opportunity. All right, they are all moving up and flocking around Jamfram. These things seem to be natural flankers as 4 of them surround you to start pulling at your shield, maybe trying to bite at the hand holding your staff.
We call them dank flankers.
So yeah, let me roll the one that is not flanking first. What is your KAC?
Well, then that's probably not going to matter too much.
I've rolled an 18 on this one, so yeah, that's going to be a hit. But what about for the other ones?
It's 19, except for the one that I actually hit, for which it is 20.
Okay, that one will be this first attack on these 4. And that is 3 hits in total as these Flithounds, they just seem to swarm around like very large bats, but like a flock of bats. And this is piercing damage.
That elf must have been a terribly effective fighter. How? And then I fall down.
It is only 14 points of damage. Rolled pretty low here on all these attacks. So
all together?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think you're probably still up.
Oh, that elf was a coward.
I don't know what's wrong with that. Level 0 elf. Okay. That is the Flithound's turn. Right here. We're on to you, Tyler.
Move action. Identify. Try to identify, I imagine, life science.
The Flithounds, I've already identified them for you. It is indeed going to be life science.
Let's do a life science roll. Get a big number. Single digi's not going to do it.
They're flying doggies.
Yeah,
They're fly dogs.
I'll leave Jamfram to use lethality at his own discretion. And what does that leave me to do, though? Oof. Does it look like this person? I guess, can I cast? Oh, for the love of all that is everything. Okay, well, stabilize is ranged. That's good.
Try to stabilize the elf.
I'm thinking about it. Now I'm going to mind thrust one of the dogs.
Mind mind thrust.
Mind thrust a dog. Let's do the dog closest to me. Will save.
Mind thrust. Now, these are not mindless, but they are very dumb. Very dumb
DC 16.
DC 16, I have failed on a 11 on the dice. Roll me some damage.
Don't know if I have the damage built into. What does my macro do? Oh, it just gives me all the things in the world. 2d10.
2d10.
A 4 and a 5.
Okay. Also known
fairly
as
average.
9, not 19. That one, yes, it lets out a high pitched yelp when you get inside its head and kind of looks at you angrily. As we go to Asher and Sky next.
All right, Asher and Sky are going to charge at this little dog so that they are now flanking with Jamfram.
Ooh.
And as I charge, I am going to attempt an acrobatics check to have the penalty to my attack roll.
I should say on my attack that would have been a -2, so a 16 to hit.
Oh yeah, that still hits.
Okay. Wait.
And I mean that by way of saying that
Charges take it down a little.
Take a -2.
Yeah. The acrobatics check is, I'm guessing, a success here.
Yeah. So because of my feat balanced charger, I can have either the AC penalty or the attack penalty. So this will be just -1 for me on my attack, but I still get the -2 to AC. So
okay.
So I'm going to attack with my entropic strike at the end of this, and that does. Let's do bludgeoning damage. Oh, it's only an 8.
An
7.
8 against EAC is a hit.
Well, it's a 7.
+2, right?
Oh, but yeah. So effectively 9. Yeah. Okay.
Never mind. It's a miss.
Okay.
2 on the dice.
Wait,
How did it become a miss when it got higher?
I have a thing for this.
I looked at their EAC and I was like, it's not.
Oh,
it's not 10.
I always forget about this. Did I miss that by 1?
No,
Oh.
I don't think so, because it's a 7 and then you get a +2 for the flanking. So 9. No, you did not.
Okay.
Sorry, redacted. It's your turn.
Okay. These things are flying, right?
About 5 feet in the air, yeah.
5 feet in the air, so you can still hit them with a car, right?
Yeah, I think you could get to this one pretty darn easily.
Yeah.
If you want to try
Let's do that. Yeah.
run on over it. Let's see. Oh God, it's been so long. For the vehicle rules.
You just have to roll a pilot, right? Piloting check.
This is a good old piloting check, of course. Yes.
Is it 21?
That is going to be a success. I was about to say, even if you're sensible, you do want to run it over, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So they get a reflex save against your DC, and then you roll the damage. Let me see if this thing can jump out of the way. It does not. So it's taken all this damage. Was a 44?
44.
4d4. Ooh,
13 points damage.
We got a Flithound dead.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That's probably what you hear is like just as the car's racing by, like woohoo!
I mean, it bounces right off the roof of your vehicle and like tumbles behind you.
Like, I had initially imagined to make this like mysterious gray, and I just made a freaking member of the Duke Boys.
Yeah. Oh, who knew hitting things with a car
It's
killed
awesome.
them? I don't know. It's just all right. That is your full turn, Drew. Zilix Thel, bottom of the turn order. What did you roll here? A 1 on
1.
initiative, Drew?
Yeah.
Come on, get your head in the game.
It's what I do, baby. All right, so Zilix is going to switch from his sheath array to his gear array, and you see a shiny new weapon that you haven't seen before appear in his hands because he's gotten his nanites on a tactical infinity rifle.
Ooh.
And he's going to take aim at...
Does it make the transformer sound when you pull it out? Just
It does now, yes.
a little more lizardy and get some more dino body.
Me, Zilix, me want shoot. So yeah, we're going to shoot this little guy in the middle here.
Between Jamfram and
Yes.
Asher? Okay.
It's an
What
18.
kind of damage is this? Is it going against?
This is fire damage.
Against the AC, that is a hit.
Booyah, 9 points.
Max damage. Okay. Yeah, you blast this thing, burn a hole right through its wing as it's like, "Wah, wah, wah." That is your turn, correct?
Yes.
No other actions. Then we're back to Jamfram at the top of turn 2. Surrounded by these things, but now you're also surrounded by friends, Jabert.
Here's the friends I made along the way. I'm going to attack the one. Double attack the one that is flanked by old Sky and Asher. I don't know what I called them old.
Old Sky, young Asher.
Wee Sky, Grande Asher. 21, that's 8 points of damage.
Oh, that is a hit.
And then,
super hit.
The
The second one.
No critical effect. But
That is another one that is dead, though. Dead, though.
Stop. And I give Asher and Sky a wig. Wink.
Oh, I thought you said a wig.
I give them I do give them a wig.
Pull it out of your
after the
pocket, be like,
combat.
They are hairless. They have no hair on their
I mean,
heads.
I'll do that later. But right now I'll give them a wink. But then I'll give them a wig later.
I thought it was going to be like a rainbow clown wig, and you throw it to Asher. And this guy's like, put this on, because this is what good you are in this combat. I just murdered a whole bunch of these things. Okay.
Oh, is this one moving in?
Taking a 5-foot fly, step fly, wouldn't hurt a fly. And I need Jamfram, Redacted, and Asher and Sky to all make me a fortitude save.
Yikes. It's very low.
How low?
3 on the dice, so an
We
8.
like it. We like it here.
Yeah.
Redacted
Rolled an
14 is pretty
18.
good. Pretty good. How you feeling, Asher and Sky? You're gonna let this thing? It's yapping in your ear. Is what's
I
happening.
mean, what options do I have? Do I have a level reroll to use?
So there's a level reroll. No, actually, no.
Or
I think you
both
used.
reroll?
I think you used one to try to keep
Yeah, I think
Tyler's
we
character
used
from
them,
killing
so-
you. You got the episode reroll. You want?
I could use that. Does
Yeah.
anybody mind?
Do
Go for it.
Do your
Alright.
business.
Fort is like my best save, so
Roll it worse. Roll it worse.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Rolled it worse.
the prophecy has come true. Yeah, this one in the far back corner of the pack here, maybe just flies up just 5 feet outside of a Jamfram range and yips at you guys. It uses an ability called Yelp and leaves you a terrible review for your restaurant. It's an ear-piercing yelp. Each creature that fails this fortitude save is staggered for a round. Can only take a move or standard action on your turn. Asher and Sky, not too bad. This other one has moved to flank with Jamfram and his friend. Is this a standard action yelp? It is a standard action. So these... Actually, we're going to attack Asher and Sky once with this one that moved. 13 on the dice is going to be a hit. For 5 points of piercing damage as it bites down right on your arm that you used to cut down its friend here. And this one on you, Jamfram. I'll make 2 attacks. Why not? We'll shoot for the swing for the fences, as it were. I've got the flanking, so this is not too bad. And a 15 on the dice is going to be a hit. This 9 on the dice is going to be a miss against 18.
Casey's 19.
But it's also a miss. So just a single hit, minimum damage, just 3 little points of piercing damage. And that's their turn. We're back to Pradier.
Little nibblins.
Raider's going to move. And then this creature between Jamfram and Pradier, I want it to make a DC 16 will save.
A 10 on the dice, it's failed.
Pradier begins pumping imagery into its mind of Pradier ripping its wings off one by one in endless repetition over the course of 1,000 years.
No, why, Tyler? They're so cute. They're cute little doggies.
You gotta love it. Oh, hey, Patrick.
Yeah.
that animal. This is the spell Fear.
Mhm.
You are frightened for 4 rounds.
Oh no!
Just so you know, when you are frightened, you flee from the source of your fear, me, as best as you can. If you are unable to flee, you can fight instead, taking a -2 penalty to everything. Yeah.
It's scared. Okay. Yeah. Moving up to, you've also moved next to this elfin woman. You can see she seems to have stabilized on her own, but has lost a lot of blood. Looks like these bites got real deep. Asher and Sky is next.
And they are staggered. So I am going to stand where I am and swipe with my attack lash. And this is going to be bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Oh, there's a 17 on the dice. Yeah, that is a hit.
It does 7 damage.
Okay, that's the first damage that this one has taken. That is now flanked between you and Jamfram. A redacted, we're on to you.
Okay, so nothing I can really run over right now, is there?
Well, as we've previously discussed, you'll have to move out,
right,
back away, or continue your unit here. You're right up against a tree, so you'll have to turn and kind of like maybe go back.
Yeah,
this way,
so I'm gonna go and back up.
Okay, you got 20 foot of movement, so move yourself where you'd like.
So I'm gonna go ahead and back up a little bit so that anyone who might know who Redacted is might know what to do next. But I do still have my action, so I can shoot. Correct?
Take a pot shot at.
I'm gonna the one right here next to Jamfram.
The one that's shaking in his boots because Tyler's a dark soul. He has a black soul.
No. Ty set that bad boy up, and Redacted loves it.
All right, just your blast.
Yeah, it's 20.
Blast. A dirty 20, 15 on the dice is a hit. So
all right, 6 points of damage.
Okay, that one is bloodied here as you see some of these feathers igniting on its furry little leg, its back leg. Drew Zilixthel is up next.
Has this one in the top right taken any damage?
The one that's behind Jam from your location, no, it has not. The other two have.
Do I have a clear shot with it flying 5 feet above the ground?
Oh, that one actually did go a little higher over Jamfram's head to use the Yelp ability. So yes, you have a completely clear shot.
Sweet. We're gonna boost this shot.
Boosted weapons.
And take it.
Fancy. All right, so move action to boost. Take an aim and 13 on, or 9 on the dice. 13 total. That is a hit against EAC.
Sweet. So that's going to be 6 damage and an additional 2. So 8 damage.
Oh, yes, you rolled a 3 on this other dice. Okay, so that one, that's the first damage it's taken. It is not bloodied after that attack. Jamfram, we are back to you. Top of turn 3. What would you like to do?
Ooh, I mean, I suppose I'm going to make 2 strikes against this one that's in between me and Sky.
Oh, it worked. It worked for you very well last time.
Yeah, just because she's slowed doesn't mean I'm slowed.
I don't want to tell you how to.
Asher doesn't even matter anymore to Jamfram. Jamfram has dropped Asher from the equation. It's just Sky now.
Dice.
It's a 7. Is that a hit? Is a 7 a hit?
No,
it's not. Here we go. Oh, what about a 14?
Oh no, that's it.
Oh boy, 8 points of bludgeoning as I whack it with a stick.
Okay, that one is also bloodied here. And if you'd like, you can make attacks of opportunity, both Asher and Jamfram, as these guys, having lost some friends and taking a lot of damage, are flying up to the sky. It will get you, my pretty, and your little dogs too. Oh, one of them's... Is this the one? Yeah, there's one behind you or the one in front of you. One of those 2 is dead because Jamfram gets it with a good stick bashing before it falls down, before it can get away. The other ones just disappear into the tree right above you guys.
Sorry, bats.
You bat it right at the sky. Yeah, there you go. We are out of combat. You've got 3 Flithound hides of these dead creatures. And you're joking about before, they're actually worth a pretty penny. You know, they are very fine coats. I think the cuter the animal is, the softer the.
Well, then, Dan, can I still see how far away can they get? I can cast command and tell one of them to come right back.
They take your skin.
Yeah.
You can just hunt these things for a couple weeks.
There we go.
Into your level up as these little level 1 creatures. No, we are out of combat.
How many of them are there on the planet? Can we hunt them to extinction? Or
most definitely. That seems like.
I was sitting here thinking, this like Oregon Trail, like how many of these bird dog things can we carry back to camp in a single trip?
At least 3, because these ones you can skin right here and take their pelts. Each one is worth 200 credits.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
A lot.
That's
It's
600.
a lot.
I think I might give up my profession and just start.
Let's go get more.
Absolutely destroy the species. I hate
this. This ecosystem is done.
Right.
Oh man.
Right. Oh, do you want to go see to this woman, this elven lady here? And I gotta say,
how much is she worth?
That's just a lot more than 200 credits, because not only
Skinner
are these hounds some of my favorite art in any of these books, but look at this. Phenomenal. Look at this lady.
It's cute.
It's some of the best art, and she's just wearing a flannel.
She kind of looks like Tatiana Maslany as an alien.
Yeah, kind of. There's
a familiarity to this.
I mean, they probably use like, you know, some model references, but if they put Tatiana Maslany in Guardians of the Galaxy, this would be her character.
Exactly. No, I agree 100%.
They don't want to cover up too much, but yeah, she's got these interesting metal. I don't know if they're piercings, but like she has like a small piece of metal on her forehead and a couple on each cheek. Not really whisker like, but just kind of like horizontal along her face. She has some I don't think they're it's definitely not Icatonian. Not what planet was most of the elves on in the pact? I don't know if this is I don't know if she's got Castrovellian features. The side swept pointy ears definitely point to a lineage that isn't often seen in the pact worlds, perhaps. But yeah, she has white, just bone white hair, maybe some blood mussing it up right now in long braids, 2 long braids. And do you guys want to roll medicine? Do you have any potions, lotions? What's happening?
Redacted can roll medicine.
Go right ahead, DC 20.
Can this be assisted?
No, he rolled a
doesn't
natural
matter.
20. Yeah, it doesn't
Redacted
seem.
gives her the breath of life.
These creatures, I mean, they're doing a D6 plus 2 damage. They've done a lot of superficial skin breaking, but doesn't look like anything major has been damaged. As you know, you treat her, give her some hit points back, maybe throw the smelling salts underneath her nose, and she snaps up. It's like, oh gosh, oh my, thank you all for helping me. I was being licked and cuddled by a billion beagles. Where did they go? What happened? I wanted to pet the doggies, and they did not like to be petted. Sorry, I must have just passed out when I saw my own blood when they started to bite me. Thank you so much. You saved me. My name is Thistle, and I owe you a debt of gratitude.
What brings you to these woods, Thistle?
Oh, I work for a surveying section of the Nightwood. I work for the Xena Druids, and we're seeking out interesting arboreal specimens. And my apologies if I've strayed into your territory. I've been exploring the entire Inner Sea region for months now, and I just kept ranging north, and I figured I would until I came across another colony. Are you all from Veridian?
We are indeed, and I'll introduce everyone.
Are you do you guys... Are you the leaders of Veridian? What are you doing way out here?
We were actually heading back to the colony to stock up on supplies and check in with our colonists.
Are we close to Veridian now? I'm so sorry. I've had my nose in my logs and the trees here for so long.
It's not too far away, just a couple of hexes.
Sense motive on this person.
Sense motive away.
23. Just want to see if she's genuine about kind of having lost track of where she is.
Yeah, she seems to be maybe not telling you everything here, but what does it say? Yeah, not telling you the whole story, but she's telling you a good amount here. You guys have actually met folks from the Nightwood before.
I was going to say, didn't we make them mad because we didn't take their deal? Like, we didn't give them the golden blooms? Like,
that was like 7-8 months ago.
They weren't so mad that we didn't take their deal. They were mostly mad that who we sided with.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Win of the Hexen Way part of this group?
Yeah, man.
Win of the Hexen Way was part of the group. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he did. He did do that. Yeah, so she's. You get a sense that she isn't being completely on the level with you, Tyler. Thistle seems to notice that you're kind of eyeing her up, maybe getting the incorrect signal. She puts a hand on your shoulder and is like, "A friend, it is very good to see another elf here. I'm hopeful that our peoples, spread to the stars as they have been over the centuries, will feel the same pull to this place that we had. Can I ask you what convinced you to come to this planet?"
Nice hornet nest you've kicked.
You don't have to give her a super long answer. No one's saying you just met this person.
I know, right?
Fresh air. There you go.
Yeah, fresh air. I'm simply here to see what else lies in the vast. The curiosity kind of pulled me out this way. But for someone who seems so engrossed in your work, I'm sorry, but I have a difficult time believing that traveling the Intersea region, that you would have stumbled this far north without sort of understanding where you were. You appear to be a very learned person.
Thank you. I am very smart. You are correct. Well, there's mostly swamps and some very interesting plant life that I came across to the southeast of here. But yeah, there are forests all along the eastern reaches of the inner sea. Like I said, there's plenty that the Xena Druids are doing to the south, but they were worried that the forests to the far north perhaps weren't getting the same attention that they deserve from the colonies. No offense, I'm sure you guys have a great botanist there, but I just want to say I tried some of the sap in these trees, and it's delicious. You guys could bottle that, and you probably make a lot of credits.
That's true. Brave of you to sample something out here in the wild on your own.
Oh, they teach us plenty of survival tactics in Nightwood. You just take a little bit first. You just dab. And then if you don't die and you don't get super loopy, then you're probably good to go. You just give it a little bit. And then if you, you probably understand. But I was pretty certain that this is close to something they had on ancient Galarion, maple syrup or some kind of tree sap that could be candied.
Can it be fermented?
Through the power of the gods, I'm sure anything is possible. Zilix, you said your name was?
I didn't. They did, but yes.
Have you trademarked that idea yet?
Of course I have.
I don't think you have. I'm declared a trademark on sap beer.
You're making a lot of statements for someone who's still got a gun out.
Yeah, I was about to say, Patrick, make me a will save.
Command you to give me the patent. I need that trademark in my name. Yeah, you guys saved someone's life. You've done a good deed. You've got 3 Flithound hides to show for it. Good times. Any other questions or anything you want to say that this?
Now that you are back on your feet, where will you be ranging to?
Well, I may stop into Veridian if it's as close as you all say, and explore more of your farce if that's all right. And well, I have some things I can just transmit back to Nightwood. I don't have to, spend another 3 months going down there by foot. It was quite a long range.
We are headed back to Veridian ourselves, so if that is where you wish to go, you can ride on the roof and we can get you there.
I was about to say, there's 5 seats in that vehicle. Who are you leaving behind to have their own solo adventure? Jam for me, you said? Wow, thanks, Jam. It's so cool of you.
We can squeeze in.
Okay. Yeah, so if you are indeed taking yonder Thistle back to Veridian, she will grab her pack. She's got like a big kind of mountain hiking backpack that was like stashed in a hollow of a tree, maybe where she's hiding from these things, and we'll strap it to the roof of Redacted's vehicle, and she tumbles in the back and slaps the back of Redacted's vehicle in quite a showy way, just tap tap, and says, "To be continued." I hope you guys like your 6th beetle. You've invited in Thistle, and they're not gonna leave. She's here to stay. All right.
Until she betrays us.
Just so everybody knows, this is the saboteur. This is the person messing with the observation post.
What?
We're inviting them into our camp.
Why would you do that?
I'm just gonna throw them in jail.
You think
I'm just gonna throw them in prison.
You think they're the sabotager, Tyler? That's crazy.
Oh yeah. 2 outposts that have randomly gone down, and she's the only person in the region all by herself. Yeah, no, not suspicious.
I mean, you've already
From an
found
organization
a dead body. I don't know.
Yeah, what about Kel's Zabe?
Yeah, what about Kelsdabe, Tyler?
Kelsdabe's
This
a
will
fake
probably
name anyway.
killed Kelsdabe and hid the body in the quicksand.
Yeah, she seems like a devious murdering type. I like
She
trees.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
why
that's
she
just
has.
all an elaborate cover.
That's why Thistle has such adorable art. So you think this is a trustworthy person. That's super cool.
That's how they get you.
Space Mass Lady would never hurt us.
They get you by simping for the elf art, and then I mean, if that was true, like even if she was a bad guy, I'd just rewrite the book. I love Thistle's art too much.
It's pretty great.
I think I'm just more taken than anything that she's just wearing a flannel shirt. I really like when they're not wearing armor or like, whatever. There's just not that many.
And the artist was like science fiction clothes. What are those?
Yeah, she's in a post-punk Americana band on the side.
Yeah,
they're opening up for the Gaslight Anthem next week.
She plays the stand-up bass in a bluegrass cover band.
A bluegrass cover band that's had to change its name because their name was just a little too offensive if you looked at it from the right angle.
Yeah. That's what makes Thistle sketchy, man. That's why we can't trust her. Throw her straight in jail.
And how quickly will she stab Pradier in the back? And
unbelievably fast.
He's got to come
on the
back
way to the car
to undeath. He's got to be like another undead species. How fast will this happen?
And since he changed classes, he wouldn't see it coming.
When Tyler is proven extremely wrong, will the heroes actually find the sabotager? Will the samples of the golden stag bears prove fruitful from beach feats? All these are questions that we're going to answer next week here on Cosmic Crit. Guys, thank you for playing with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Listeners, thank you for listening. We are going to catch you next week. Till then, goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Talk to you next week.
Farewell.
You've been listening to Cosmic Crit, an officially licensed partner of Paizo Incorporated. The Starfinder role-playing game and adventure paths are trademarks of Paizo. All Pathfinder and Starfinder images are property of Paizo and are used with permission.